Yo, what's up, guys? It's Ka, and today you saw the title, you saw the thumbnail. I'm just gonna be talking about my initial thoughts on Anime Vanguard's Update 1, and we're just gonna, just talk about how I feel about it. I'm gonna show some clips from my stream that I did when the update went live, and just kind of explain how I feel about some things, and we'll go through my positives, my negatives, and we'll see how it goes. So if you enjoy the video, remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Enjoy the video. All right, Anime Vanguard's Update 1. What do I even say about this update? I think this update, it's like someone in my chat said, if I can find the message, I'll show it on screen, but someone in my chat said, this update feels like the devs cooked but didn't at the same time. And that's kind of how I feel about this update. I love the new units. I think they're very cool, but also I think some of them were done really dirty. I think they did Toji really wrong. I did a showcase of him on my stream, and I'll play a little clip of how much damage he does at max. I have S, and Z stats on him. I did only have him at level 30, so he does have potential to go up, but still he doesn't seem the greatest. So this is for like boss killing, and this one is for just overall. I feel like it's better. I don't know. So this is a boss killing stat. What are his stats? He has SSZ, and this is his damage. He's only level 30, so he has potential to go up a little bit more. I mean, we'll see. They also did my boy Todo wrong, man. They did my boy wrong. His ability, his boogie woogie, was supposed to be super cool, but it seems very underwhelming, and it seems like an ability that's only supposed to be used under very specific circumstances. So I think they did him kind of wrong. But that being said, Gojo's really good. Chozo's really good. Jogo is all right. And Yuji is also alright, but he evolves into Sukuna whenever he gets added in the game. And Sukuna is going to be probably pretty good. So overall, the units, very good. Next thing was tournaments. Tournaments are amazing. I love them in Anime Adventures for any of you guys who actually played that game. They're great, but here's the problem. One, the leaderboards were broken, so they got reset and fixed recently. So everyone who just grinded the tournaments has to do it again. So, I mean, that's one thing. But otherwise, I mean, I like tournaments. I always love tournaments. They're easy way to get rerolls, and the rewards seem kind of underwhelming to me. If you're less than top 100, you get 250 gems only, and then if you're top 36 to 100, you get two rerolls and 5,000 gems. I feel like they should buff the rerolls just a little bit, because like at number 1, top place, you only get 35 rerolls, which is a lot of rerolls, but I mean, the luck in this game is pretty bad. At least it feels like it, so I don't know if that's really worth it. Next thing I want to talk about is the new maps. I really like how the map looks. I think it's very well designed, very well made. My only problem with it is that it's super tight. Like if you're trying to play infinite mode with a group of 4, it gets really like clustered really fast. And I don't know, that might just be a gripe of mine, but it just feels like a very small, tight kind of map. It just doesn't seem that interesting. But I do really like the train mechanic with Mahito when he spawns the train and the enemies come walking through and you have to defend the enemies. I think that mechanic is super neat and adds a really nice addition to having to grind infinite mode. And then of course there's the Shibuya Aftermath map, which I think is the star of the update. I'm not gonna lie. I think this map is very nice, and I want them to do more maps like this because it looks so good. Like the train station's nice, but it's very small, but this is very nice. You got Sukuna Shrine in the background with the crater in the center. You have the meteor over, like it's so nice. It just looks really good and really well made, and I want them to keep making maps that look like this. So like shout out to the builder who actually made this map. All right, so I went through the maps, I went through the units. Next, I want to talk about the little quality of life changes they added. Firstly was obviously the elements that they added for units. Units being able to have their own elements, like Igris is a dark element. I don't really know what it's called. I think it's dark. And then Yuji's like a water. You got Obito's obviously fire. And they all have their own mini perks that like add to the game in a different way. Like now burn units are going to be meta to use for any bosses that might snare enemies, because fire is immune to stun. Or snare, I should say, not stun. We obviously got bleeding types that do more damage. Yeah, I love the elements. The water, the earth, the dark, the holy, or no, not holy, light. I think it adds to it really well. But with that being said, that kind of ends the positives for me for this update. Everything else to me is either a negative or it's just very mid and not well thought out. The first thing is obviously the grind of this update. I think they wanted to add more grindy elements so that people would play for longer, which makes sense because the game had no content content last update, and people beat it really fast. But they said that they wanted to make the game more fun to play instead of just be grindy or macro heavy. But this entire update can be macroed already. And people are already macroing this update. And sure, it's fun, but it's only fun for a little bit. Like, to get the 2 best units in the game, that being Gojo and Sukuna, you need to just play infinite mode over and over and over again until you get enough fingers to get the eyeballs to evolve Gojo, or just get enough fingers to evolve Yuji. It's just a very grind heavy update, which adds, yes, technically it adds more content, but it's not fun content. It's just macroable, even though they wanted to stray away from it. So that's a little gripe that I have with the update. But it doesn't take away too much overall for what I like truly think about the update. I think it's a fine update. It's definitely better than their last update, 100%. I mean, it took them 2 times as long to make it, so it better be better. The units look amazing. The effects look great. I really liked the Toji quest. It's very simple, but it was very fun and easy to do. It forced you to have to play every part of the update, which I really liked. I really liked that you had to kill the bosses in the legend stages and the story mode, and then you had to evolve a unit from the update to then sacrifice to get Toji. It just it worked for me. I really liked that questline, and I hope they add more questlines like that in the future. Other than that, there's not really much I can say about this update. They said they were going to add new ways to get rerolls and make them easier to get, but they really didn't. All they did was make it so that on the daily challenges over here, instead of getting 1 reroll every day, you get 2. So I guess they doubled it, but it's still not enough. And then they added achievements. They added obviously a new story achievement, but they added unit achievements as well, but they're broken. So, you know, if you see at the Igris one, you have to evolve the unit, which a lot of people already have them evolved, but it doesn't count because it's broken. And then the next one that also doesn't make sense is clear 50 boss events. Well, guess what? The boss event is gone. So we can't even do the achievement until they add another boss event. So we won't be able to complete this achievement for at least the next update, which, I mean, by knowing Anime Vanguards, is going to take another month. So you can't even get the rerolls from this. So just forget about it. The same goes for the rest of them, because the boss event is on this one and the boss event is on this one. So you just aren't going to get these achievements completed at all. So you're missing out on what, 60 rerolls plus a few here and there. So you're missing out on about like 80 or 75-ish rerolls because the achievements are like not available to work on right now until they add a boss event. So, you know, but yeah, that's about it. I mean, there was a lot of hot fixes, a lot of bugs, which, you know, I was expecting for a whole month of development, this game wouldn't have as many bugs as it did on release, but you know, it did. You know, we had the lobby lag, the unable to join, the units disappearing, people getting data loss. It was bad. So, you know, do better, Vanguards, no cap. But other than that, it's an alright update. I'm going to obviously grind it because I want Sukuna, I want Gojo, and I'm definitely gonna be making more videos on it for you guys because I still find it fun. It's just this update was a little underwhelming. I was expecting a little more from a whole month of development, but you know, that's how it is. But yeah, without further ado, my name is Ka, and if you enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. I also have a Discord down in the description if you're interested in joining. I have a bunch of people in there who all like to play Anime Vanguards or just different Roblox games or just different games in general. And if you want to like just have a conversation with some people or just find someone to play the game with and grind the new update with, you're definitely able to join down in the description. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.